Do you remember what we got last year? Well, if you did, then this year is going to be entirely different. So, if you read the title of the video, then yeah, it looks like April of this year will change the history of video games forever. And let me just go ahead and explain why. So, for those who don't know, 2 days ago, Sony Pictures Entertainment and PlayStation Studios dropped a trailer for the Until Dawn movie recently. And that movie is scheduled to come out on April 25th of this year. And there are a few other things that will be happening in April as well, such as a Minecraft movie also releasing earlier in that month, that being April 4th. And then, of course, there is The Last of Us Season 2, which there isn't a specific day on when it's coming out in that month, but it will also be coming out in April of this year. And on top of that, if that weren't enough, Nintendo recently dropped a teaser for the Nintendo Switch 2, which is their newest gaming console, or will be their newest gaming console, I should say. And there will be a showcase on what the Nintendo Switch 2 can do on April 2nd of this year as well. So there will be a lot of stuff coming in April. We're getting 2 video game movies, a second season to a video game show, and then a showcase of what another new gaming console will do. And to be fair, in my opinion, I don't think the Nintendo Switch 2 will be any different from just your Nintendo Switch, other than probably it being slightly larger. But anyway, that's besides the point. Let's get into the reason on why you watch the video. So, yes, 2025 or April 2025 will change the way we see video games forever. Because of all the stuff we're going to be getting related to video game movies in April, there is a good chance that this will change the way we see certain video games or how we see video games altogether. So I guess I'll start with a Minecraft movie, which it has Jack Black in it. So if you're new here, I really hate Jack Black. I've ranted about him several times, so I'm not going to go into all that again. But yeah, I just hate Jack Black. But yeah, a Minecraft movie is being developed by Warner Brothers Pictures, who has been known to produce a lot of video game movies, such as Tomb Raider 2018, Rampage, and the more recent or the newer Mortal Kombat movie. So Warner Brothers Pictures has made a few video game movies before, so this would be no different. However, all of the video game movies they've made so far have been total ass. Like, they have been either bad or extremely bad. So I wouldn't hope that would do any good, but the visuals look great, the story looks alright. It's just that the only person that is, or the only thing that will ruin this movie is Jack freaking Black. Anyway, next is Until Dawn. Now, I've already talked about this before, or I've talked about this movie before, but for those who don't know, Until Dawn is a PlayStation exclusive game that is a horror survival setting, and basically you determine the characters' fates, like whether they live or they die. Like, all the characters can live and all of them can die, or only half of them die and half of them live. There's just many possibilities on what could happen in that game. But yeah, that game is getting a film adaptation. And like with Uncharted, this movie is also being produced by Sony Pictures Entertainment, who has been known for making a few video game movies themselves. For example, Angry Birds and Monster Hunter, both of which have been bad, but Uncharted did pretty good, and I still like that movie to this day, by the way. But Uncharted wasn't the first PlayStation game to get a movie. In 2016, we got Ratchet and Clank, in which we do not talk about because that movie was produced by the cursed movie making studio that has been known to ruin video game movies. But there is hope for this movie, as Until Dawn, it looks like, is telling an original story, much like Uncharted, is also being produced by Sony Pictures Entertainment, as I said before, which is the same company that produced Uncharted. And it looks like, and the visuals and performances by seem all right. And yeah, the cast looks entirely brand new. Like, they didn't cast any famous people. So yeah, that's a good thing, right? Oh yeah, and also no Jack Black. Good. Okay, I've said that before. Anyways, okay, and then the last thing that is coming out in April will be the Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, which will be showcasing all the stuff the Nintendo Switch 2 can do compared to the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, it seems that Nintendo's going the PlayStation route of naming their consoles, because PlayStation has been known to name their consoles like PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, 4, and then 5. But Nintendo has named their consoles all types of different things. Like, I don't know all the consoles, but I do know a few. We got the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and then the Nintendo Game Boy. Just to name a few off. Like I said, I don't know all of the consoles or all of the game consoles that Nintendo has made, but I do know a few. Yeah, so just like with the PlayStation, it seems that the Nintendo Switch 2 won't be any different than the Nintendo Switch. Considering, like I said, Nintendo is basically going the PlayStation route, where all they're doing is making a few changes to the controller and the system itself, by enhancing the graphics a bit, and then, like I said, they changed the controller too. That's about it. There's it's just an upgrade over the Nintendo Switch. Like, I just want, if they're gonna make an entirely new console, they should just make it totally original. They shouldn't just make a repeat of their last console or they shouldn't just repeat what they did with the last console and just make a few tiny adjustments to it. No, I want entirely new gaming consoles and not just repeats of the last one, or just enhanced repeats, I should say. But yeah, that seems to be it. That will be coming in April. And like I said before, April will change the history or the course of video games. April 2025 will make a mark on gamers all around the world and forever, since there's going to be tons of stuff coming that month. And I don't know if there are any other video game movies coming out later this year, but if there are, I just hope they're good. But in any case, thank you so much for listening. This is Thomas575, and I will see you all. Bye.